Demons protecting demons. I've talked about it so many times how these demons protect each other.
Yeah, I mean, even Don Jr., he didn't like it, but the Democrats called him to do a deposition, like 7 times or something like that. And he went and did it because you know why? He didn't have anything to hide. That's all it took was 7. And then they just let it go because they didn't have anything on him. See, Hunter doesn't even want to go into deposition because he'll give him something. So
part of it too is that, and they've already explained this, that if Hunter Biden goes into a deposition, they get to ask him 200, 500, even 1,000 questions. A public hearing is only end up being maybe 50 questions. If they can get to 50 questions, because, the Democrats, all they're going to do is showboat. They're going to say, you didn't do anything wrong. All you did was being a son. You had a problem. You're working through your problems. And they're just doing this to try to get at your father. That's the Democrats want it to be a beep show as well. But the Republicans said, look, let's have this closed door deposition the way they do it all the time. Hunter Biden want to do it. And on top of that, there's questions that they can't ask directly out in the public that they want to ask about. And they know this. They're doing it on purpose.
I mean,
we're not buying into it. We all see what they're doing here.
I mean, look at this. AOC, she said, AOC defends Hunter Biden after refusal to testify before Congress. Keyword refusal. GOP just storytelling at this point. That's what she said. She said this, Will. She said, it's also important to note that not only is the committee not allowing Hunter Biden to testify publicly, but they have not called a single witness, a single firsthand witness to any of their allegations. They haven't allowed anybody to testify publicly because they do not have a single witness to any of their alleged allegations. They don't. Now, that's a total lie because that's not where they're at in this investigation. They're doing depositions. Any lawyer, anybody doing an investigation knows this. But she's getting up there saying, oh, they should be having people testify in hearings at this point. That's not the point that they're at. They will bring witnesses out, especially once they accelerate this to a formal inquiry. But that's not where they're at. But they rely on people to be ignorant.
All the time. All the time. And it's working, though. It's absolutely working. I can't tell you how many people I talk to and they don't even have a clue about the truth. And then when you tell them the truth, they ignore it. I'm like, nope, that's not true. That's not true. And then if you ask them, say, well, what is the truth? They go, well, I don't know. But they can tell you what's not true. When it comes to Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, none of them see them doing anything wrong. Hunter Biden, he went out there and he literally said that they have no evidence. All of this is just a show because the Republicans are attacking him. And he even goes as far as saying that the Republicans are trying to kill him. Have y'all seen this? Did y'all hear about this? He literally said that the Republicans are trying to kill him. Let me see if I can share this with you. This is where Brian Donalds was asked when he was on there. Yeah.
I just wanted to do this really quick because we just got some breaking news if people are not paying attention to what is happening. So check this out, everybody. Good news. The House vote.
Wait a minute. Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen.
It's on the screen.
It is.
Authorizes Biden impeachment inquiry. I am so excited. I am so happy. Amen. Thank you, Mike Johnson.
Wow.
For making this happen.
So they're actually going to start doing the inquiry. This is great news. This is great news, everybody. House votes to authorize Biden impeachment inquiry. Now, this is not the full-on impeachment like Nancy Pelosi and them did.
This is a formal inquiry.
This is an inquiry so they can gather information, gather data. Yeah. Then at this point, they can even subpoena people and present it to the American people. Because I've already explained it to everybody. And you already know this. It goes to the Senate. Mitch McConnell is going to shoot it down. You don't even have to get the Chucky, Shucky, Ducky Schumer. they're going to shut it down. This is good news.
Yeah. And this doesn't have to go to the Senate. This only happens in.
No, yeah, right. I know I'm talking about this, but after this, it will go to the Senate. After this, it does go to the Senate. The same way it did. So wait a minute, this is impeachment inquiry. Then if they go ahead and do a vote to impeach.
Oh yeah, that will.
That's what I'm referring to. If they do a vote to impeach, then it goes over to the Senate.
Yeah, but
and once it goes over to the Senate, Mitch McConnell is going to shoot it down, even if they have overwhelming evidence. Mitch McConnell, he's not on the side of America. He's on the side of Ukraine.
Well, then you know what it becomes. Once they can present this to the American people, it becomes in the public square to have their own opinion, right? I mean, let's be honest. That's pretty much the goal anyways, right? This is a political move. I mean, it was under Trump. It's the same thing here, because are they really going to be formally charged with treason or whatever? I doubt it, but he may get impeached.
All the criminal activity that Joe Biden's done and Hunter Biden's done.
Yeah.
If any of you watching right now, any of you did this, if you and I did anything remotely close to what the Bidens have done, they would try us for treason because they worked with foreign countries. Foreign countries. This is the very reason why I keep asking about Ukraine getting all this money. The big guy got 10%. How much more is Nancy Pelosi and all of them getting? I was asking people this yesterday. How much do you think that they're getting? The big guy get 10%. What's the percentage Nancy Pelosi is getting? What's the percentage of Chuck Schumer, Jerry Nadler, Kamala Harris? What's the percentage that they're getting? Because they're forking over billions of dollars to Ukraine without any accountability. None at all.
And let me read more of this, Will, because this just shows how divided we are.
Is this from the impeachment inquiry?
From the article, yeah. It says a measure passed 221 to 212 with every Republican voting in favor and all Democrats voting against.
Of course they would.
Right. Comer said,
you know what? Even though they have overwhelming evidence, they're like, no, we can't do this. And there's a difference between President Trump's impeachment, the sham impeachment, the two of them. They had no evidence, nothing. They could not present it. Look, the only stuff that they did present was hearsay. Even the whole fake Russia collusion dossier was completely fake. But in this case, they have actual evidence.
Yeah. Comer said this. He said, we are now at a pivotal moment in our investigation. We will soon dispose and interview several members of the Biden family and their associates about these influence peddling schemes, but we are facing obstruction from the White House. He said the White House is seeking to block key testimony from current and former White House staff. It is also withholding thousands of records from Joe Biden's time as vice president. President Biden must be held accountable for his lies, corruption, obstruction. We have a duty to provide the accountability and transparency that Americans demand and deserve. So let's pray, everybody, that this opens the doors that they need to expose the Bidens and get the evidence they need.
I'm gonna make a prediction here, Shannon. I'm gonna make a prediction. Arizona indictment on Trump.
Yeah, something else is coming.
Something's going to happen tomorrow, right? I'm just making a prediction. I could be wrong. Hope I'm wrong. But, the more they indict, the more we unite. But it would not surprise me if another indictment on President Trump comes up tomorrow, something the left is going to do for Trump. I'm surprised they didn't wait for Jack Beep Smith to do what he did going to the Supreme Court until today. But they saw this coming. So this is the reason why they're moving forward with it. Because of Jack Beep Smith and because of what the Democrats are doing. Right? But this is a good thing. I'm glad we were able. This just came out. It's fresh, hot off the press. The House is going to actually do impeachment inquiry. I wonder, did Kevin McCarthy vote yes for this? Because Kevin McCarthy still votes, right? He's still there until January or so? The end of January, couple months into this year. So I'm just kind of curious. Did Kevin McCarthy vote on this? I'm just kind of curious.
I don't know. It just says it, of course.
I know it probably doesn't say, but I'm just, thinking out loud here. I'm wondering if Kevin McCarthy voted. But you just said all of the House Republicans voted yes. Did you just say that a second ago in the article? Because if you did, that would confirm it.
That what?
All of the House Republicans voted yes for it.
Correct.
So he did vote for it then.
Yeah.
That answers my question right there. That answers my question right there. Okay, let me see if I can play this for you. And if this doesn't work, I'm not going to play anymore because I'm going to have to figure out and I'm going to revamp my entire system as soon as I get done here to see what's going on. But watch this. Let me see. This is Hunter Biden saying that the Republicans are trying to kill him. Let me say this for any trolls that are on here. Hunter Biden is not that important. He's not that important. He's not important enough for them to make that much effort. Now, if anybody will try to kill anybody, it will be the Democrats trying to kill President Trump and his family, if that were to take place. No one's trying to kill Hunter Biden.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to kill me, knowing that it will be a pain greater than my father could be able to handle. And so therefore destroying a presidency in that way.
How do you respond to that?
Oh, please. I mean, look, Hunter Biden is a joke. He's got to stop this mess. Ain't nobody trying to kill him. Hunter, you were running across the globe using your daddy's name, shaking down foreign companies and countries. That's what you were doing. You were laundering the money. You weren't paying taxes. You were not paying your fair.
You know what I think Donald's really wanted to say? N-word, please. N-word, please. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Y'all can go ahead and say it. I give y'all a pass to say it. I'm not going to say it just because, But hey, y'all can go ahead and say N-word, please. I mean, I'm telling you, that's what it sounded like Brian Downs really wanted to say. I'm just saying. N-word, please.
Fair share. It's a joke. It's not to be taken seriously. This family has led a public corruption scheme for years using Joe Biden's office to do so. That is a pay-for-play scheme. Congress has a responsibility to investigate.
Yes, they have a responsibility, a constitutional responsibility to investigate. If the information takes him that way, they have to look at it.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.